Hello all, Ankit this side. I'm the trainer for this particular batch, Azure Devops batch number 289. So those people are from India, for them it's good morning. And those people are from US, for them it's good evening. Sorry, it's 7 p.m. So myself, Ankit Narula, I'm the trainer for this particular batch. So how we are going to start? This is the first day of this particular batch. Okay, so the first thing what I'm going to do it is I'm just giving my introduction. After my introduction, if you have any question related to training, related to your career, anything, whatever you have it, then you can raise your hand and then you can ask your question. So first of all, I have already tell my name. My name is Ankit Narula. I have total 11 plus years of experience in IT industry. Out of this 11 plus years of experience, in first 3 years, I worked in Oracle application. It's an ERP tool used by the big organizations. What I was doing in an ERP tool is I was a techno-functional consultant. I'm a technical guy also, I'm a functional consultant also. That is called as combination of two job roles called as techno-functional. In technical part, I was writing SQL queries, PL/SQL queries, modifying forms, and generating reports. In functional one, I was a financial functional. In collapse, we have multiple types of functional consultant. I was a specific to finance modules. So related to finance, whatever the setups are required, whichever clients want to use it, that financial setups also I was doing it. And that's what I have done in the starting of my career. And then from last 8 years, I'm working in cloud platforms. And I'm working on both the cloud platform, whichever we have in the market. We have multiple, but the topmost two cloud platform we have it in market, AWS and Azure. I'm working on both the clouds platform. This is my professional experience, and I'm working from the same or working for the same organization from 11 years. And recently I moved to USA in the month of October 2023. Earlier I was in India. My company has applied my H1B. It's actually a work visa, if might be you're aware of that. So last year I got paid on the H1B visa. So last year in October I moved to USA. So right now I'm in USA. That's why when I started the session, I said good evening, because for me it's evening time. It's 8:33 p.m. Now, this is my professional experience. Coming to my training experience. I'm giving training from last 10 years. 10 years officially one, even I'm giving training for more than 10 years, because earlier I was in college. That time I was also giving the training, but that's not the one which I'm giving these things. So, but I'm giving training for these things for earlier for Oracle and then for cloud for more than 10 years. This is my training experience. And currently I'm giving training with logical apps. I'm giving training for Azure Admin, Azure Devops, AWS Associate, AWS DevOps, and AWS DevOps. So currently with logical apps, I'm providing the training for these 5 courses. So this is about me. Now, anyone have any question, anything you want to ask, please raise your hand, and one by one we'll talk with everyone who is going to raise your hand. Yes, Chandra, you can unmute and ask your question.
Hi, Ankit. This is Chandra, and I have a question. So basically, I have been working in the IT industry from more than 13 to 15 years now, and my basic profession was as a .NET developer. and
Okay.
most of my work is in .NET web applications. And now since the cloud is it's coming into picture, and I'm planning to
Everywhere.
move to, yeah, so planning to move to cloud. So what would you suggest would be the better way, better route, like to take Azure DevOps, or which particular stream? I
Okay.
see in Azure you have DevOps and other things, right? Like
In
admin.
everywhere we have. In AWS
Yeah.
also we have AWS
Yes,
DevOps.
yes,
Sorry.
yes,
In Azure also we have Azure DevOps. So both
yes.
where we
That is
have
true.
it.
So which stream would be the right one for the .NET developer?
It's not specific to any developer, Chandra. First of all, if I
Mm,
talk, you are, I mean, I know if whichever the client you are working is client you're using cloud platform.
not yet, but we are planning
Mhm.
to move to Azure DevOps for deployment. Manual. Currently we are doing manual deployment. So to automate the deployment plan, they are planning to move to the Azure DevOps.
So you said that
But
your
as a
client is going to
developer,
move
what would be
to.
our my career path? Which one would be better suited?
Now I'll tell you. Okay. Now,
Mhm.
first of all, the first point is your client is moving to Azure one. So this is the first recommendation from my side. Go with the Azure one. That's the first reason.
Mhm.
Okay. Second reason is again I can go with, because you said you are with .NET, go with the Azure DevOps, because whatever the clients are using .NETs, they are preferring Azure DevOps rather than AWS DevOps. Even in our upcoming session, the example which I'm going to show you, those examples already built on .NET coding.
Okay.
So majorly clients are go with the .NET with Azure DevOps. If they are with other one, if otherwise doesn't mean that they can't go with Java one or Python. They can go with Azure DevOps with that also.
Hmm.
But specific to .NET, if I'm talk about, they'll go with the Azure DevOps.
Okay. Is it because as
Okay, even
Azure is Microsoft related, something like that, or
correct.
okay,
That's correct. You have given the correct reason also for that. And
okay,
even my example is also which I'm going to show, that's based on the .NET coding.
okay.
Okay.
So, what is the difference between Azure admin and DevOps? Like, what do they both handle different things?
Services are not same.
Mm-hmm.
This is admin services, and here we have a DevOps services. So both are having different services. Both are having different job roles. Even a person can do both the job roles. I'm doing both the job roles.
Mm-hmm.
The main difference, if I talk about AWS DevOps and AWS DevOps also having the services. Services are not same. Yeah, few of the services are means overwriting it, like whatever we have it in Azure admin, little bit of knowledge you need in Azure DevOps also. So
Mm-hmm.
basics we are going to cover about Azure admin in Azure DevOps also.
Okay,
Not in much more depth. Much more depth, you need to go with Azure admin.
got it.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Any more question?
No, for now I think I'm good. Thanks.
Thank you. Yes, Krishna, you can unmute. Yes, Krishna, you can ask your question. Krishna, you have unmuted yourself. You need to ask your question. Krishna, are you able to hear me? Yes, Krishna, I'm little hear your little bit of voice, but I'm not able to listen your question. Krishna, are you there? Okay. Anyone have any question? You can please raise your hand. Okay. So no one is raising hands. So look like no one wants to ask any question. Krishna, you have to unmute to ask your question.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Krishna. Now I'm able to hear you.
Hello.
Yes, Krishna, I'm able to hear you. You can ask your question.
Hello.
Krishna, I'm able to hear you. Are you able to hear me?
Hello.
Yes, Krishna, are you able to hear me?
I can hear now. Hi, Ankit. Good evening.
Yes, Krishna. Good evening. Yes, Krishna.
So there's some audio issue from my side.
Oh, no issues. Now it's fine. You can ask your question.
Nothing. In fact, I stuck in my career. I have 15 years experience in BPO industry. Work for Infosys BPO. I'm into operations.
Mm.
Uh, in fact, I have zero knowledge on the technical side. Is it good decision now to, switch my career?
Yeah, anyone can switch to cloud platform. The only thing is you need to have some basic Linux knowledge. And even if you don't have, you don't need to worry because that's a part of our course content. Even if you don't have, you
Okay.
can go with that. But if you have, that's really good. But if you don't have basics, we are going to cover it.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm not, completely zero, but I have very, very, very basic knowledge. The
That's good. But
line.
because whatever is required, we are also going to
Mhm.
cover in this training.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
So how you get to know about this training, Krishna?
In fact, my wife attended, I think, one of your sessions earlier. So she recommended to join the WhatsApp group. I joined.
Okay. So from your wife has guided you. That's good.
Yeah, she tried, but she could not, continue searching for the jobs. And then she was also kind of stuck due to family issues.
No, it's understandable. Everyone is stuck with anyway every day. It's part of life.
She
Yeah. You can
mentioned your name as well. Yeah.
oh, that's really good. So definitely, Krishna, you will learn a lot of things. And what I'm doing it is whenever you have any doubts, whenever you're doing practice, what I'm doing it is I'm sharing my email ID always with
Uh-huh.
my students. Okay. You can please make a note down of my email ID whenever you are practicing it. If you have any doubt, take a proper screenshot of that and explain your doubt in that particular one. Okay.
Hmm.
And the only thing is mention your batch number also. Like this particular batch number is 289. So whenever you're going to
Okay.
email me, mention your batch number. That one thing you can mention in the subject or in the email, wherever you feel comfortable, mention it. And always take a screenshot of that error, whatever you are getting or whatever the issue doubt you have it. Take a screenshot and explain it. I'll reply you. Okay. If it's possible, I'll reply you on the email. If it's not possible, then whatever the next session we have on that next session, I'll explain you that doubt also.
Sure, sure. No,
Okay.
so nice
But
of you.
make sure when you're doing practice, email me on the spot. Don't wait for the next session because sometime might be I'll reply you on that email if it's possible. Okay.
Hmm.
If it's a
Hmm.
small doubt, I can reply, but if it's a big doubt, that's not possible to reply on email. Okay.
Okay.
But
Okay.
email me on the spot.
Sure. And once we join this session, you're going to share
Mhm.
this notepad, right, with the details?
No, this notepad I'm not going to share because in this one just I'm using for naming convention these PPTs. Here is it. These
So
PPT.
if that is the
These you
case,
will get.
okay. So, but would you mind sharing these contacts in the chat? At least we can make a note of it.
That definitely that I'll share it in the chat box.
Okay, that's great.
So I've shared it this one, and even I'm going to share some more details with you guys. I'm sharing our course content link, and I'm sharing our social media details. You can follow us on social media. And one more thing, I'm going to share this particular WhatsApp community link. If anyone is not there, you can please join this also. Okay. And even Krishna, you are in the WhatsApp community. You said that even if you
Yeah.
just check the admins, these three are the admin of that WhatsApp community.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you can easily contact them on WhatsApp from there also.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Okay. And but
Sure.
yes,
Sure.
but regarding this PPTs which I was talking about, so whenever we complete a session based on that specific session, these PPTs you will get in a form of PDFs. Okay. These PDFs
And,
also you will get.
and along with the recordings, right?
Definitely, yes. Recordings by default you are getting it. With this total 110 PDFs I have, this you will get. Not on every day, whatever the PDFs I'm going to use, that one I'm only going to share with you.
Oh, super.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Vivek, you can unmute.
Thank you, Ankit, for detail of your experience. I'm presently in Windows support, and future this project going to end. So they are migrating to the Azure and Azure AKS, Dockers, Ansible, and Terraform. So do you need how much? Like I completed basic training 104 via video, and partially I was working in Azure administration also. So basic.
That's Azure admin. Yeah, that's Azure
Yeah,
admin.
Azure administrator AZ 104. So to learn DevOps, what are the basic background I need and what I can expect? Will this sufficient provide what I'm looking like AKS, Dockers, Ansible, Terraform
Here we have
in this?
AKS.
Yeah.
Here
And
we have AKS. We are covering it. Here we have about Docker. For Docker, we have a service called ACR, Azure Container Registry. That one we are covering. Here we have Ansible details. Here we have a Terraform.
so this is only basic or any like extension like running the script or
Till medium level.
medium level?
Basic to
Okay,
medium
start.
level, these one we
Okay.
have.
Got it. And what is the difference? Like, is it same when you compare with the AWS, or it's totally like different, or the topology or parameter will be changed compared to the AWS DevOps? What is the difference between AWS DevOps and Azure DevOps?
First of all, if I talk about Docker commands, Kubernetes command, and Ansible commands are same
Okay.
in all three. Whatever the cloud you use it, in everywhere it's same. But if I talk about to work on cloud platform, I'll come with Kubernetes first. To
Yep.
work on Kubernetes, you need to first create Kubernetes service. The
Okay.
process which I'm going to follow, the process will not be the same in AWS, other cloud.
Got it.
That will be completely different because their look and feel and Azure look and feel will be completely different. And if I talk about AWS, because I know AWS also, AWS creation of Kubernetes service is huge complicated rather than Azure. Azure one is very simple to create Kubernetes service, but AWS one is little difficult because for that one we need to download some separate CLI in our local machine. Then we can go with that. That's about Azure, sorry, Kubernetes. Second, here we have a container registry service. Same way we have in AWS also, but that's a separate process. Okay. Ansible will all be same everywhere. You go with Azure, you will go with
Okay.
AWS, you go with the Google Cloud. Process is same. Terraform will not be same in any of the platform because codes are different, because their terminology are different. So it's completely different. Only installation process is same. Other than that, it's not going to be same.
And one more last, like CI/CD, right? What we call that, like
Pipelines.
yeah, pipelines. Yeah, exactly.
In AWS also have their own service. Here we have pipeline. Azure have its own service.
Here they
This
call
is Azure
pipelines
pipeline.
instead of CI/CD.
Azure pipeline.
Okay.
Pipeline is actually CI/CD. Continuous integration, continuous continuous integration, continuous download.
Okay.
That's a full form.
CI/CD we use in
Or you
AWS.
can call continuous in everywhere it is used. It's CI/CD is actually a DevOps.
DevOps.
That's
Okay.
pipeline.
Okay. Okay.
Pipeline is called as CI/CD. In AWS also has CI/CD. Even we have third party company
Your
tools
voice
also called
is
Jenkins.
breaking. Is
In
it's
AWS
only
have
for
its
me
own
or
pipeline also,
everyone? Not sure.
but it's not much in. I'm not sure about others, Vivek.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, is it clear now?
Yeah, it's clear now.
Okay. Pipeline, this is specific to Azure, the one which right now you're able to see on my screen.
Okay.
This is Azure pipeline. AWS have their own service also. That's different. So it can't be same in any of the cloud. And yes, there's a third-party company tool also we have in market called Jenkins. But in Azure, we are not using third-party tool because Azure have its own pipeline and which is very widely used. In AWS pipeline is not much widely used. So in AWS, clients are go with Jenkins. Okay. Azure, here we have Azure repos also, repository. We have a one repository called Git also. So Git and Azure repos both are same thing. Okay.
Thanks for clearing, Ankit. And one more,
It's
do we need
not,
any
they're
Linux
completely
background?
different.
Yeah.
Don't compare AWS and Azure. It's completely different thing.
Thanks. Okay.
Okay.
And do we need any Linux background to understand this, or
No, that's what I said. If you have basic knowledge, that will be good. If you don't have, we are covering some basic also.
okay? Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good at it. Yeah. Thank
Yes,
you.
Subramaniam, you can unmute.
Hi, Ankit. Are you able to
Hi.
hear me?
Yes, I'm able to hear you.
I have 7+ years of experience as a IT administration, and I have hands-on Google Cloud platform. Presently, our organization moving towards Azure,
Okay.
and also we installed Azure Devops on-premises server.
Okay. Yes, it is possible there also. But we are not learning
Yeah.
about Azure DevOps on premises. We are learning about Azure DevOps on cloud.
Actually, is there any difference between both cloud and on-premises?
Yes. Very rare clients are using Azure DevOps on premises. We are not learning about Azure DevOps on premises. We are learning about only on cloud.
Okay, some concepts are matching.
Yes,
In
some
both.
concepts are matching, but I'm not much aware of that because even I didn't work on that because I didn't heard about any client. I know that's a service, but I really heard about that one or two clients were using it. And after a very long period of time, I'm using this thing.
Actually, I learned about it and I installed and make it active in my organization just recently. So I want to attend this Azure DevOps on cloud. I think
Yeah, we
it will
learn
be
about
useful.
Azure DevOps on cloud.
Yes, yes. I think this is useful for me.
Definitely, it will be very good. It will be really helpful for you. Any more questions, Subramaniam?
Okay, that's it from my side.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ankit.
Yes, Selva, you can unmute.
Hello, Ankit.
Yes, Selva.
Yeah. So I was seeing some recorded video. I thought because
Okay.
it was showing something yesterday's 8:45 p.m. So just I pinged in message also. Okay, that's fine. You are live. I'm happy with that. And how are you?
Today is the first session. Today is the first session. Because session needs, as per our planned date and time, it needs to start from 21st of March. Here, let me
Okay, in
show
your
that.
system, I saw 8:45 p.m. So I confused. I think.
I'm in USA right now. I'm living
Oh,
in USA. So
okay,
as
okay.
per USA, it is going to start on 20th of March. Here, as batch is starting as per Indian time zone, not as per US time zone.
Okay,
It's
okay. Okay,
starting
then
as per
fine.
Indian time zone. Here is it, the starting one. 21st of March, 7 a.m. If you are from India right now,
Yes, yes. I'm in India. Even
so
I
this
checked
is,
this page as well in website.
see, so as per your system, time is correct. Don't worry about that. I'm living
Okay.
in USA. So this is as per India one, Monday to Friday. As per USA, it is 8:30 p.m. CST, Sunday to Thursday.
Okay.
Okay, so don't
Fine.
worry, you're correct. Don't worry about that.
Okay, I have few doubts.
Yes, you can
Uh,
ask.
yeah, like in Azure Kubernetes, are we covering Argo CD as well?
No,
Okay,
it's not part of the course content.
is there any
You can check
possibility
the
to cover
course
it?
content.
Yeah, I checked. It
Uh,
was not mentioned. That's why I asked.
so if it's not mentioned, it is not going to cover
Okay, and are we learning
because
how
it
to
is not
write?
given by the, it's not given by the Logic Labs to me. So whatever given from their side to me, I'm covering it.
Okay, and are we learning to write Helm charts as well, like manifest files, Helm charts?
Selva, whatever is given by the course content to from Logical Apps, so I'm covering those things. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I'm
It is
saying.
written
Please,
YAML file, but
whatever is given from their side, I'm going to cover it.
okay.
Okay. So please, I'm
Yeah.
requesting you to refer one more time course content.
Yeah, and Ansible, just we'll be learning what's like normally installing in server and just using on writing inside Linux machine only, or we are using, can we learn Ansible Tower? By through that, can we write scripts and learn in
My
this?
answer is again, ma'am, repeating my answer, same Silva. My answer is again
Okay.
same.
Okay.
Whatever is given from their side, I'm covering it. Please refer the course content.
Okay. And Azure DevOps side, I could see Azure Azure test. I think Azure plan and Azure reports are also mentioned in their
That's not
website.
our
Those are
part of DevOps. That's not
is it
part of
not
the DevOps
required?
person. No,
Okay, okay.
that's a
Oh,
testers. There is two
okay.
things that there is Azure test plan and Azure artifact. Artifact is used by developers. Test plan is used by testers. So those things are not going to use by the developers.
Okay.
There is one thing we have called Azure repos.
Mm.
So just a minute. Sorry, repos is only used by the developers, but DevOps person also needs to know. It's same like a Git. Board is used by everyone.
Mm.
Azure board is
Okay.
going to use by every single person who is going to work on Azure DevOps. He is going to use Azure boards. And
Okay.
pipeline is only used by DevOps person.
Mm.
Test plan and artifact is not used by the developers.
Okay. So these three, whatever you have mentioned, would be
These
enough
three
for
we are
us.
covering it. Yes, that's only for a DevOps person.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thanks. As of now, that much only. If I have anything, I'll come back in the same session.
Definitely, definitely. Anytime.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you. Yes, Uma, you can unmute.
Hi, Ankit.
Hi, Uma.
Actually, I'm from a different background, so I just
Mm.
want to switch my career to Azure DevOps. So many people have referred me to this Azure DevOps. I just want to know how it would be like. I'm not pretty much. Actually, one of my friend referred me. He
Mm.
he he learned here. He's a very non-technical resource. He's from different some electrical background.
Okay.
So he learned here. He got a good opportunity in some big MNC, and he's working now. So
That's
he
good.
referred me. So I just joined. I just want to know how it would be in the market in the future, or I don't even know the terminology as well. I don't know. But
No one
software
can
terminology I know.
don't worry, Uma, no one can remember these terminology in a single day or 2 day or a 1 week. No one can remember it. Even when I moved to the cloud, like earlier I told that I work on Oracle applications in starting of my career. And then after that I moved to cloud platform. I didn't remember the terminologies in one single day. It takes few time. You need to practice it regularly. Every day you practice it. Then you start remembering it. Yeah, I know that no one can remember. Even where you are right now, few years before I was there at same place. But
Okay.
slowly, when you're doing practice, you will remember everything. No one can remember, or even when we are at school or college, we can't remember everything on one single day. So whenever we start studying it, we easily remember. Don't worry about that. That's why if you have any doubt,
And
I'm there for your help. Yeah, you were saying something.
thank you. Yeah, actually, how it would be like? Is it like a coding or like application tool or something like that?
Can you elaborate on more question? What actually are trying to looking for?
Actually, I told you right. I'm from a different background, and I mean, will there be any coding in this, or coding? Do we need to do any coding
No,
in
coding
DevOps?
we are not doing coding it. We just need to know basic Linux and YAML. If you know, that's good. If you don't know, so at the end of the training, what I'm doing it is I'm sharing a YAML document also. YAML language you need to know, and that's very simple. Seriously speaking, it's very simple. If you just read this document, Here I have a
Okay,
YAML
okay.
document. Here is it.
YAML,
Here I have a YAML
that
document
is,
which I'm going to share with you at the end of the training. I just talk about this
mhm.
29 30 page of document. So within 2 hours you can read this document. You can easily learn YAML also. Linux
YAML
I'm
is a kind
covering
of
it.
SQL.
Language.
It's a language, huh?
It's a key
Okay,
value
okay.
pure
Just like
language.
Unix. Sorry?
It's a key value
Language.
language. Sorry,
Okay.
spelling. Key value. On left hand side we have a key. On right hand side we have a values. Means in this one also we have a different little bit of different formats. You will understand when I'm giving you the document. You will understand that also.
Okay.
Okay, it's very simple
Okay.
to learn.
Okay. So, okay, fine. I'm good.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Dilip, you can unmute. Yes, Dilip, you can unmute and ask your question. Dilip, you're on mute. Dilip, you're on mute. Okay, he's having some issue. Okay, he's asking some that are we covering it, those things. Okay, let me. Okay, anyone have any more question? Okay, so no one is raising hands, so no one has. Okay, someone has more question. Yes, Selva, you can unmute.
Ankit, for practice purpose and all, can we get a free account? How we get in AWS or?
You need to create your own account. How to create your own account? That's what I'm going to teach in the tomorrow session.
Okay, so is there
Okay, like in
any time period?
AWS, yeah, we like if at all like you're comparing with AWS, like here also we have for 12 months you will get it, but in this
Okay.
one you will get additional 30 days also then rather than 12 months also. So it means 30 days you are getting it more. 12 months you are getting it. Okay, that free, like you're talking about AWS. So in free services, we have like EC2. In AWS, we have that's for per month quota you are getting for 12 months. So same way here also we have 12 months quota. But whenever you are creating your account for first 30 days, you will get a some credit of 15,800 rupees credit.
Okay.
Or if I talk about in US dollars, you will get 200 US dollar credit. So that's for
Okay.
first 30 days. So for first 30 days, you can use anything. Under this particular amount, you can use any of the Azure service. They will not charge you.
Okay.
Under this credit. Till the time you are under this credit. If you exceed this credit, then they'll charge you. Otherwise, they will not. Usually, you are not going to cover this one just for practice purpose. It's hardly to complete this one also. Just when you're doing, if you're doing practice. Okay.
Okay.
But yes, once you complete this 30 days, then you will move to 12 months. Under 12 months, there are some restrictions. You have it like you have like in AWS, we have a EC2. In EC2, we need to use T2.micro type of instance, then there is no charges. Other than if you're using, then there is charges. So
Yeah.
same way here also we have in Azure also.
Okay.
We
And
have a
in
virtual
Azure.
machine service.
Okay.
Let me complete first. Like if I talk about virtual machine, there we have EC2. So if you use an instance type called B1S, then there is no charges.
Okay.
And same here also you'll get 750 hours per month free. For Linux, 750 hours per month for Windows, you will get. Same as AWS we are getting here.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So whatever we are learning as part of this, if you want to practice, that would be available. Those services would be available for us post 30 days as well, right? Because what I heard, post 30 days, some services we can't use it as free like that. I heard. I didn't check personally. That's why I thought to check with you.
But whatever is regarding the DevOps one which we require, except Kubernetes, except Kubernetes, all are coming under 12 months free. Except
Okay.
Kubernetes. Kubernetes is not even coming under 12 months free. Other
Okay,
than
so
that,
Hmm.
Kubernetes first 30 days we're getting it. Kubernetes is
Okay.
not coming. That is chargeable. Kubernetes.
Okay.
Other
And
than that, all are coming under your.
okay, whatever Kubernetes we are learning here is fully Azure Kubernetes, right? Not generic one, right?
Correct. No, Kubernetes is same for everywhere, but how to create a Kubernetes service, that's different for every cloud. Working on Kubernetes is completely same.
Okay, using kubectl like that only will be
Working
proceeding.
on everything will be same. Everywhere it
Okay.
is same because Kubernetes is created by a company called Google. Kubernetes is
Hmm.
not created by Azure or by AWS. It's created by Google. Everyone is using it. So commands are always same in every single cloud, but you need to know how to create a Kubernetes service on Azure.
Okay.
How to connect to that service. That's
Hmm.
not same. Working on Kubernetes same, but how to connect to that service, how to create that service, that completely different.
Yeah, that's what I mean to ask. Means completely
Definitely,
Kubernetes on Azure. That only we are
yes,
learning, right?
correct. I'm not going to use any other cloud. Don't worry. This is complete Azure one. We'll only focus on Azure. I'm not going to do by other trainers. I know heard about the other trainers are doing. They are teaching something else and using something else. No, it's not like that.
And Terraform also in the same way, right?
Complete Azure.
Yeah.
Everything
Okay.
is Azure.
Okay. And Terraform, are we covering full-fledged or that also up to average level, like Kubernetes Terraform?
Basic to medium I'm covering. No. In upcoming days, I'm planning to start specific Azure Devops, Azure Terraform training also. Like right now, I'm teaching complete AWS Terraform. I'm planning to start with that also in upcoming days. So that will
Any
be of 20 days of training.
Yeah, actually, I already checked in website. Actually, previously, I already some time back I attended your course, AWS Solution Architect. I am your ex-student actually.
Okay. That's why I
So
heard. I remember your voice. Little by I heard about that.
okay, thanks for remembering. And any idea in how many days you will be starting that Azure Terraform?
Actually, I'm busy right now in my office work, and some of my project is going to be little bit of change. So I'm in that conversion one right now. It's not possible for. I don't think so. In 30 to 40 days, I'm going to start it.
Okay, because in our project actually we are using Azure and Azure Terraform as well. Actually, I was searching for that only in website. By this course content, I got this as well. So I pitched in.
No, I think in 30 to 40 days after that, I can plan it. Not
Okay, as
right
of
now. I
now,
don't
I'll
want to give
manage with
any,
this.
and I don't want to give any incorrect information.
Okay.
So I think 30 to 40 days will be taken.
Okay, then as of now, I'll proceed with this. Let's
Sure.
see. Okay, and one generic doubt, even in Udemy, like that, if we see, there also we are able to see many contents like Azure Devops, Terraform, like that. Many courses are there. So, compared to that, in our course, what kind of benefit or what extra knowledge
Where
in
you're
any way
talking
we can
about?
get? Like
From
Udemy,
where?
Udemy courses are
Udemy.
there.
Oh, Udemy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I didn't check that one, so I don't know what they were teaching it. Seriously speaking, I didn't check that one.
okay.
I didn't get a time to check those things. So I
Okay.
don't know what they were teaching it. I know what I am teaching it, but I don't know what they were teaching it. So really sorry, I can't give that correct answer for this question.
Yeah, okay, no issues. Just I thought to ask. That's
No,
it.
sorry, I didn't check that one.
Okay, fine. Thanks for
Actually,
your.
I need to check that also. So I need to know what my competitors are teaching it. So I need to check that. It's actually a really idea. I'll check in some upcoming days. So I need to know what my competitors are teaching it.
Okay, I
It's
think
a
this
good idea.
question maybe many people might be having in mind. I don't know whether they are asking or not. Just I asked. That's all.
No, I'll definitely check that. It's a good idea, actually. I got an idea. So I need to check what my competitors are teaching it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks for your
Thank you. Yes,
clarifications.
Ganesh. Thank you, Silver. Yes, Ganesh. You can unmute.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yeah, sir. Actually, I'm from India.
Yes, Ganesh.
As I'm BTech student, my sister guided me to learn this course, sir.
Okay, so is she working in Azure or she's working somewhere in some other technology?
AWS Azure DevOps, sir.
Oh, she's working on AWS DevOps. So she want you to learn Azure DevOps.
Yeah. So, sir,
Okay.
whether it's helpful for as I'm BTech student, I'm in the final year now.
Okay.
Is it
So you have exams
helpful?
in upcoming days.
Which exam, sir?
Do you have exams in upcoming days?
No, sir.
Or you have just entered into the final year?
Now present I'm going through placements, sir. Yeah, I am
Oh,
in
so
fourth year. Final year, second semester.
okay.
Sir, it's useful for me in the IT field, sir.
Definitely, this is IT field course, so definitely it will help you, Ganesh. And your sister has given a correct recommendation also. And she's working in AWS DevOps and she's not recommending you AWS DevOps. Do you know why? Because Azure is capturing it more market than AWS nowadays. And she knows that that's why she recommended you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
And if I compare right now, I 100% agree that right now AWS is number one cloud. But if I
Okay.
check the last 2-3 year trends, Azure is capturing more market than AWS. AWS had same position from last 3 years. It's at 2 or 3 years right now. But Azure is more near to them. So if I talk about in upcoming 2-3 year, Azure is definitely going to be number one cloud.
Okay, sir. Okay, thanks.
Any more question, Ganesh?
No, that's.
Thank you. Okay, someone has more question. Yes, Nabi, you can unmute.
Yeah, hi Ankit. Am I
Hi.
audible?
Yes, sir. 100% you are able to hear. I'm able to hear you.
Yeah, actually I have 11 year of experience in networking field. Okay,
Okay.
but I want to change my you can say my skills into the DevOps Terraform. So, how much time it will take time to change my skills from networking to DevOps?
90 days. Because 45 is just training, and I'm always checking that 45 days you need more for a practice purpose. So
Okay.
90 days I'm taking always. It depends
Okay.
on you also. It depends.
Hmm.
Basic, this is I'm taking always. So whenever any student asking this question, I'm always saying 90 days because 45 is the training and 45
Hmm.
days you need more after that for your more practice. It's
Okay.
completely up to you. If you give your more time, then might be you will
Hmm.
take less than 90 days also.
Okay. So suppose I have 11 year of experience and I have more package. Okay. So what I need to do so that I can get the same package?
Okay, I just want to know, are you whatever the company you're working, is the company have Azure projects?
Yes, maybe either I need to search anywhere outside.
No, I just right now I'm asking about your company. I'm not asking what other company.
HCL Technologies.
I don't know about that. Is that company have or not? I don't know about. I didn't heard about that. I
HCL
hope they
Tech.
have. I hope they have.
Yes.
Okay. So let's example I'm just taking okay. Let's example they have Azure project. So what you can do it is after learning of this code, check with your HR, fill the
Hmm.
IGP. That's what I have done 8 years before. I have
Okay.
learned the cloud. Then after that, my company got the requirement. I filled the
Hmm.
IGP. That's why I'm working from the same organization from 11 years. That's what I have done it. So that's why actually, that's what my company was applying me from last 4 years. I hope you are aware of H1B visa.
Yes. Yeah.
So my company was applying from last 4 years for me that I can pick under H1B lottery. So finally in 2023, I picked in
Hmm.
H1B lottery, and that's for right now I'm in US right now.
Okay.
That's why they have applied. They have hundreds of employees, they can apply for anyone, but especially why they have, because I am their loyal employee. So first of all, I'm working
Hmm.
with them. Second thing, I have multiple cloud knowledge.
Okay.
So that's why. So what you can do, this is what you can do, that you can just check with after completion of this training, then check with your
Hmm.
HR and then fill the IGP. And
Okay.
it's happened
Suppose.
recently. In my one of my friend has also
Hmm.
done the same thing. He's working in he's working in USA. He's working on some
Okay.
different technology. I don't remember right now. He learned Azure and he switched to Azure.
Okay.
So people are
Okay.
doing it in the
Okay.
same company. That's actually best thing. And that's the best thing is you are not getting any package difference, because if you go with other company, might be you'll get a little bit less package. So your package will be same. Yeah, they are not giving you hike, but your package will be same. That's the best thing.
Okay. And one more thing, suppose if there is no Azure related projects in the
Then you
company,
need to
and
go with outside of your organization, and then I don't know, that might be how they are going to give you the package. And in that case,
okay.
what you can do it is you can put 2-3 year previous years of experience with Azure. Then you
Yes,
can switch for.
I wanna go on that points. Yes.
You need to put some experience then.
Okay. How
Otherwise,
much
they'll
experience we can put
you
initially
can
after
do
this
Azure
course?
Dev. You can go with Azure DevOps and Azure Admin. So you can put 3 years of experience easily.
Okay. Hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
That's the
Yes.
alternate solution. This is second solution. Always go with the first one. That's my always recommendation to everyone.
Hmm.
Okay, this is what I have done it, and that's why I'm always recommend, because that's the safest option to change your career to other technology.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, let's discuss with some of the Azure DevOps. Then I'll come to some again. Dilip, yes, you have any question?
Yeah. Currently, I mean, I was not able to talk earlier. Are you able to hear me now?
Yes, I'm able to hear you.
Oh, great. Thanks. Actually, just to give, I won't take much time because we already talked, right? Quickly. I mean, so I attended the AWS and AWS DevOps with Sunil in 2019, and both courses. And then I have a gap actually. Currently, I didn't use cloud in any of my current working environment. So it's a huge gap. So, but in the meantime, I also want to learn Azure and DevOps. I also want to connect between AWS and Azure to make it easy to what is the one for Azure, right? Those kind of things. So
now I have a suggestion. Don't try to compare it. When you're doing learning it, don't compare it. If you compare, you'll get confused.
Oh, okay.
I know that term. I know that both are having same thing. Means concept is same for every cloud.
Okay.
Concept 90% of concept is same, but 10% is different. So where the 10% is coming it, if you're comparing from the day one, and in the end you'll get confused.
Oh, okay. So I think it's better
Okay,
to
so
start
don't compare it.
Right? Start fresh.
Think about that. Yes, correct. That's the easiest way.
Okay. So for AWS DevOps, because I started with AWS, DevOps was easy for me. So I don't know anything about Azure. So will it be hard
Don't worry
to
about that. Whatever is required, basics we are covering. We are starting from basics. I'm not going to jump on directly on Azure DevOps. I'm just starting from some basics part.
Okay. And one more thing, I want to make payment from HDFC Bank, but currently I am
You are
in US,
in
so
India. So if you are from outside, if you are outside of India, then it will show you in USD currency.
Yeah, that's the problem actually.
So someone from India needs to pay on behalf of you.
So
you can't pay from USA.
What I did for AWS is I sent to Sunil's account actually. I had his account added to HDFC. Then I sent to his account actually. So
that time is possible, but it's quite difficult. That will be difficult, seriously speaking. The first part is you can pay in US dollar. There is not much difference if you pay from US dollars also. It's same thing. Amount is same. I think just hardly 100 rupees or 150 rupees make difference. Second thing, if you still wants to pay in Indian rupees, just give your login details to some of your family member, that this email ID and password, whatever is here, give them and tell them they'll pay on behalf of you. Or take their system access, log in by using TeamViewer on any desk, take their system access and do it from yourself also. That's one more solution for you.
Okay. And another thing is like currently I am also attending the Python course in the morning with your same organization. So I will I get the similar way like all the recordings in the same place, all of those? Like,
Yeah, you log in when you're making the payment, make sure you log in with the same email ID.
oh, okay.
Because to that specific email ID, we are going to assign it. That we are not
Yeah.
actually doing automatically, system will assign it. So from the same login details, you can do that. Automatically, same way you will get recordings and notes like you are getting it. Notes you
Okay.
can download, recordings you can't download.
Okay, great. And in 2019, it was a different thing, the AWS thing. So is there a way I can get that thing also in the same way, like whatever I attended before?
No.
Or that's okay, or
No.
latest ones?
That will be exact same whatever you get earlier. That will be different. And now we have implemented this one. So now we are going with that one. Earlier, I don't think so. In 2018, we have implemented anything. We are giving by using Google Drive.
Yeah, correct.
So
Correct.
that will be exact same. That courses are not added. Old courses are not added in this.
Yeah, is there a way I can request to get at least the new ones
You need
since
to
I
pay
attended
for
earlier?
that. You need to pay for that. They are not auto. That's not because the platform fees they need to pay. So they are not going to do that.
Oh, got it.
It's
Okay.
a lot. So you need to go with the one which you have it.
Okay, got it.
Okay, and even
Thanks.
you can use. Are you using mobile app?
Currently, I mean, yeah, I'm using mobile actually.
You can use mobile app also. We have for Android right now. I don't know that for Apple it's not working from last few months, but for Android we have it's working.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
So
so you can
I'm
go
using
with
Android.
that. Here we have. The name is Logic Labs. There are
Okay.
actually two apps we have. Logical Apps and one is Logical Apps hyphen training. Go with Logical Apps one.
Okay.
Okay, this one.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Okay, so let's discuss with some of the DevOps part. Then if anyone have any question, I'll come to you. Okay, what is DevOps? DevOps actually become a word from two words. The first word is development. Second one is operations. So combination of two words become one single word called DevOps. Is DevOps is a tool or is DevOps is a service? No. DevOps is not a tool. DevOps is not a service. DevOps is a process. It's actually a process. That particular process is called as DevOps. So it's implementing by a lot of people. A lot of people are working on this particular DevOps process. Then the applications on the websites, whatever we are able to see, we are able to see after that. So after that complete long process. Why every company is implementing the DevOps? The first is with the help of this, we can access the new features very easily. And the second reason is it can be upgraded easily. If you're working on cloud platforms, you can upgrade your servers anytime, any minute. You can do that. If you're working on on-premises, quite very difficult in organizations to upgrade their servers. Because to upgrade their server, they need to invest huge amount of money. That's the reason every client is moving to cloud platform. And it's a reliable service. DevOps is backed by 24/7 support, flexibility for every team, and it supports every platform. You can go with Windows, Linux, or Mac. It supports every language. C++, Node, Python, Ruby, .NET, Java, Go, whatever the one you want to use based on your requirement, you can use it. And it supports every platform, Linux, Windows, Mac. But in organizations, you will see Linux. I didn't see in my career till now anyone is going with Mac or Windows. But yes, it's support. If you want to go, you can go with that also. But majorly client would go with the Linux because Linux is secure option. Windows and Macs are also there, but Linux is more secure. Now coming to Azure Devops. Earlier, Azure Devops is called as Visual Studio Online, long back when they have launched. But after that, it has been renamed as Azure DevOps. And Azure DevOps is available on cloud also. and it is available on premises also. The cloud version called as Azure DevOps Services. On premises one is called as Azure DevOps Server. Now, what is cloud and on premises? This Azure is cloud, where we don't need to buy the servers. I don't need to buy RAM, hard disk, CPU, anything I don't need to buy. I can directly log into my Azure account and I can start working on it. To create Azure account, do I need to invest anything? 0 rupees. I need to invest 0. Yeah, first I need to pay 2 rupees. When you are going to create your account, you need to pay 2 rupees just to validate your card details. But even those 2 rupees also will get refund in 3 to 5 days. Azure is saying 3 to 5 days, but 100 means, which I have seen in for my accounts, within 5 minutes, I get back this 2 rupees also. So how much we are investing? 0. So to create your Azure account, you need to invest this much of amount. But if your client is go with on-premises means they need a physical server in their own office. So if you need a physical server, think about how much investment you need to do. And if might be anyone hasn't seen the server images, let me show you some Azure server images. Oh, spelling mistake. See, this is actually server look. This is actually servers, where the servers are there. These are not AI images, these are original images. See here. See, this is how server look like. Server rooms, where the servers are there. I have seen in my life, that's why I'm much more aware of that. So if you go with on-premises, your client needs to invest huge amount of money. And they need to think about whenever they want to upgrade a server, because they need to invest again that amount of money. But if you work on cloud, we don't need to worry about servers. Within, if you want to upgrade if you work even on cloud, if you want to upgrade something, hardly it take 5 minutes to upgrade anything. Yeah, your bill will little get increased if you are upgrading your servers. If you increase CPU and RAM, then it will increase your bill. Otherwise, it will not increase it. So which one we are learning? I earlier have told that we are going to learn about Azure DevOps service. We are going to completely learn about cloud platform one. We are not going to learn about on-premises. And here we have some services under Azure DevOps service. Azure boards, repos, pipeline, test plan, artifact. Now, what is it? Azure boards. Azure board is help us to track each and everything. With the help of Azure boards, we can track whatever the work is assigned to you, what is the last day for that particular work. Everything is going to put under Azure boards. Might be anyone from you guys have worked on Jira. Those are already in IT industry. Anyone has worked on Jira? Can you please confirm in the chat box? Anyone? If you don't work, just please reply with no also. If you don't work, don't worry about it. Yeah, some of the people has work on Jira. So Azure board is similar to that. Not exact same, because in Jira we have some more feature also, but it's similar to that. Jira is actually a more ticketing tool. We don't have tickets option here, But yes, in Jira, we have an option of sprint. Same we have here also. To track each and every single work, in Jira also we have the same here also we have. So whatever the issues we are getting, we can track it. What is the last day of that particular work? We can track in Jira. The same way here also we can do that. Here, if you want to check what are the work is assigned, you can see that also. That's why I told that earlier. In Azure boards, everyone is going to work. The person who is working on Azure DevOps, he's going to work on Azure boards. Like you want to give some comments. Like in Jira, we have an option whenever we done something, I want to give some comments related to that particular work. In Azure boards, I can do that. In Jira or in social media, I want to specifically mention the person name. I'm using @ and that particular person name, we can type it. In Azure boards also we can do that. So it's actually a very good tool for us to track our work. So how to use it, that we will learn practically in upcoming session. So second is Azure Pipeline. With the help of Azure Pipeline, we are doing some automation. That is called as CI/CD. Continuous integration, continuous delivery. We are going to do that. What will happen? Let's take example. We have some website. In that website, we have done some changes. Whatever the changes we have done, let's say example, I have written as Ankit. Now I want to add Ankit Narula. Just I'm giving a very small change. It can be anything. You have changed some image, you have say changed some line, or any change, whatever you have done in your website. You just click on enter. After changing in your code, it automatically going to apply in your website. It automatically going to apply. You don't need to do anything. Just click on save, automatically. That process we are going to build it. And to build that process, we have two ways in Azure. One is called classic interface. Other one is called YAML option. With both ways, we are going to learn. We'll go with YAML one also. We'll go with classic interface. Classic interface is completely a manual option. YAML one is just write a YAML code and upload your code. Automatically, system will take care of that. We learn about both the ways. Then repos. Where I'm going to store that particular code, like I just told you that I'm going to put my code, but where I'm going to store that code? The code, whatever I have, where I'm going to store this particular code, that particular code we are going to put under Azure repos. In market, you have heard about Git also. Git and Azure repos, both are same thing. But both are providing by a same organization, Microsoft. So, but in our training, we are learning both. So repos is like a storage option you have where you can store your codes. Then artifact. Artifact is not used by the developers. This is completely going to use by the developers. What is the artifact? Like, let's take example, I want to install Google Chrome in my local machine. Are we going to download code or are we going to download exe file? Yes. What we are going to do? Can you please confirm in the chat box? Definitely we are going to download exe file. So what is it actually exe file? Exe file is also one kind of artifact. Where that, or I can tell like zip file. I'm just giving examples. If it's not an artifact, where that code, whatever the files we have, it's going to squeeze it in a single thing, small, that become artifact. With the help of this, we can install something. So artifact is majorly used by the developers. Even we need to also create, because to see the results, we need to create artifact. But we have an option where system will automatically create artifact. We are not going to generate manually artifact. In our training, we need to generate artifact, because without artifact, I can't show you the result which I want to show you. But we have an option, system will automatically generate also. So we'll automatically generate artifact. Based on that, we can see our result, whatever the final result I want to show you. So with that result, you are able to understand the process. Because till that time, you're not seeing the actual result, you're not able to understand the process. So to see that process, we need to generate artifact. So we will see in upcoming session, and we'll discuss more about artifact. Then we have a test plan. Test plan is also not going to use by the DevOps person. Test plan is only used by the testers to test our application or whatever we were building it. To build that, test plan is getting used. So this is what we are not going to discuss. Any of the single point we are not going to discuss in our training, because it's not part of the DevOps person job. And what we are going to learn, this is what we are going to learn in this training. This is also even mentioned in our course content also. First, we are going to learn about some basic Linux, then Git, Azure repos, pipeline board, Docker, Kubernetes, Ansible, Terraform. And when we are learning about Docker, we learn about Azure Container Registry also. Kubernetes cluster, we are going to learn when we are learning about Kubernetes. Now, so these are the things we are going to learn. And duration is 45 days. Each session is going to near about 1 hour, and today we have given more than 1 hour. It's okay. So sometimes we'll go with little bit of more than 1 hour. Depend on your questions, guys, we can go with that. It doesn't mean that we always need to go with strictly 1 hour, or we need to complete this course in 45 days. If it's taking more than 45 days, I'm open with that. I can go with more than 45 days also. But I want you to clear your doubts. Don't think about that. I can't ask this question. Don't shy on those things. But whatever the thing you have, might be it can be your interview question. So, or whatever the doubt you have, always ask. Session timing is always as per our schedule time. As per India one, it is going to start at 7 a.m. IST. As per USA, it's 8:30 p.m. CST, Sunday to Thursday. As per India, Monday to Friday. So if anyone is from USA, please make a note down. And if you're not from CST time zone, please convert. Even because I'm not much aware of the time zones right now. I only know my time zone right now. And each session we are going to record and we are going to share with you guys. Day 1, day 2, day 3 recording is going to share with everyone. And then after that, it's only going to share with paid candidates. And even after that, we will change the link for paid candidates. And course fees is 5,900 INR, 5,000 plus taxes. And if I talk about in US dollars, it's 72 US dollars. 5,900 INR. Course content link I have already shared with you guys. Let me again share if you want. In the chat box, I'm sharing. And one more thing. After this training, if you want to go for any certification, like if you want to give exam, this one you can is that 400. But this is coming under expert level. To do this AZ 400 exam, it is mandatory to have associate certification. And from these two, any one of the associate certification is mandatory for DevOps one. You can go with Azure Developer one or Azure Admin one. Fundamentals are optional. I'm not recommending anyone to do fundamental. I'm always saying it's wastage of time and money. Fundamentals. If you are getting a coupon from your organization in free, then go with fundamentals. Otherwise, don't waste your time and money on fundamentals. If you want to do any certification, directly go with associate one. And then after that, go with the expert level. Don't go with fundamental. It's completely optional. You can directly go with associate without fundamental also. And if you join this particular training, what are the things you will get from my side? Live training, recordings, training PPTs. This is you will get on daily basis. We are going to learn about few of the basic Linux commands. But if you're interested to learn more about Linux commands, what I'm giving is I'm giving you one link. The documentation is ready already from my side. Under the documentation, you will get all the Linux commands from A to Z, alphabet wise. Documentation is already ready from my side. And even that particular link is already given in the PDF. Not this one. This Linux commands PDF, which I have. Here is it. So this link I'm going to share with you, so you can learn Linux commands. And at the end of the training, these are the things also you will get from my side. Azure dump document. This is a document of near about some 600 to 700 page document. Right now, I don't remember exact page. This document is created by me. What we have in this document, whatever we are learning in this training, for those one, I have a documentation also. So even after practice, when you're doing practice, once we complete the training, it's already there with screenshots. So this document also you will get. Sample resumes, interview questions, self-learning YAML document, and quiz. So these things you will get at the end of the training. On daily basis, you will get these things. Linux commands you will get once we complete that topic. And these things you will get at the end of the training. So this is what you will get from my side. Now, any question anyone wants to ask, please quickly raise your hand. Yes, Chandra, you can unmute. Chandra, you have raised your hand. To ask your question, you need to unmute.
Yeah, hello. Good morning, sir. Hello.
Good morning.
So you mentioned so many things. So is there any LMS platform available? So every time if I refer one of these notes, so is it like that, or it's a recurring basis? You shared the this thing PDF, and that we have to keep.
Once we complete that particular topic, I'm going to upload that PDF in our website.
Okay. So that access
in logicalapps.com. You need to log in it first. Means you need to make the payment for that particular specific course. Once you make the payment, automatically that particular course is going to assign to you.
So it's included in that as subscription only, right?
Yeah, 1,500 rupees you need to pay, and you will get all these things.
Okay.
You need to pay any extra amount. You are not going to charge. In under 1,500, everything is included. Okay, and one more thing is included: my support. That is also included. Okay.
And one more thing, sir. You said no need to go for the fundamentals. So you're suggesting if we go for the this thing for the expert certificate, we have to choose one of these 10104 or 204, right?
204. Yes, it is mandatory. To directly, you can't go with expert level certification. You need to have any one of the associate certification.
Okay. So in your list, sir, you directly mentioned the dumps for the 400. So that is included. It's a 104 as well.
No, 104 we are not going to provide in this training. For 104, the Azure and under Azure admin we are providing.
Okay.
Okay. Any more question?
For the expert level, I had to first complete the associate, and after that, I had to do that this thing. Okay, yeah, got it.
Correct.
Thank you.
Yes, Sangram, you can unmute.
Hi, Ankit. Actually, you have mentioned AWS Terraform is a course. So, like that, is there any course in the means Azure also? Is there any Azure Terraform?
In Azure, there is no specific course. This is actually a Terraform course I'm going to teach on Azure platform in upcoming days. There is no specific course given by the Azure. It's actually a Terraform course. Terraform is their course. That one I'm going to start only on Azure platform. Right now, like I'm teaching it Terraform course on AWS platform.
Yes, yes.
So that's why that code, whichever is used, that's for AWS. So that's why I'm planning to start in upcoming days for Azure also, but not
so
right
in the so in Azure also you will teach the Terraform, right?
in Azure DevOps. Yeah, basics we were learning it, some that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, got your point.
Yes, Selva, you can unmute.
Yeah, Ankit. So how many projects we are going to cover in our course, like each
No,
tool wise or?
no project. There is no project we are covering in this training. This is completely a training, no project.
Okay, at least any mini projects, if it is possible, it would be great, I think.
Whatever we are learning, that consider those things as a project. There's no a separate project I'm going to cover it. Whatever we are learning, that is actually going to be a little bit of project. But I'm not covering any specific project.
Okay. And for this Azure DevOps pipeline, all those, apart from this YAML, do we need to learn any other language like Python?
No.
In real time, any other
No.
languages used?
It depends on client. If they have a requirement that you need to know, that's separate thing. It's not a requirement of Azure DevOps.
Okay, so
That can
YAML
be
would
a
be enough.
Yes, correct.
And even I am seeing for Terraform also, they're using Python. So for
No,
Terraform,
it's
how
not
it goes?
required. To create resources using Terraform, you can use Python code also, or you can use HashiCorp code also. They have, without Python codes also, you can create Azure Terraform.
Okay.
So we are going to go with the HashiCorp codes. We are not going to use Python codes.
Okay, there won't be any situations in real time. We are dependent on Python. Some
No.
futures, like nothing
No,
like that,
you
right?
can go Python. They have recently launched 2-3 months before.
Okay.
They have launched earlier their own HashiCorp have their own language. That with the help of that we are going to build it.
Okay then.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yes, Patel, you can unmute. Yes, Patel.
So when you speak about Kubernetes and Docker, so how deep you are going into Kubernetes and Docker? It is administrative
Medium, like earlier.
or
Earlier, I said that medium level we are going to cover it.
only as per DevOps?
Yes, correct.
Are we going to set up any cluster on the Kubernetes?
We are going to create Kubernetes service in Azure. Without Kubernetes service, we can't work on Azure Kubernetes.
Right. So there is no specific
So we
cluster
need to.
setup. Yes.
We are going to create Kubernetes service in Azure.
Okay.
There is a service we have, that's what we are going to create.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, Chandra, like you can unmute.
So I'm very new to Azure. So what is Terraform? Is it a
Terraform is
plan?
actually a tool. With the help of that particular tool, you can create resources in Azure also. You can create resources in AWS, Azure, GCP, or they have more than 3,000 providers. For them, you can create their resources. Resources in the
Okay.
sense means their services.
Mhm.
More than 3,000 they have. Even I think 34, right now count was 3,400, some 86 right now. Few days before I checked. Something
Okay.
like that. So with that Terraform, you can create their resources.
Okay. And you said like for the expert level of certification, you need the developer one, right? So what all do the developer thing covers? Like, I mean, I don't know, you
No, in
guys
this one,
cover
we are
that?
not covering, we are not providing developers training, and we are not going to cover any of the developer part in DevOps one. Basics,
Okay.
we are covering about admin one.
Okay. Got it.
That's what we are going to cover, like how to create virtual machine. That's what we need to learn, and some permissions we need to provide. Some basics we learn it
Got
about
it.
Entra ID service.
But developer thing, it's not covered at all.
No.
Completely. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Anyone have any more question? Yes, Dilip.
So I mean, there's one AWS course. I mean, training you are planning to start right tomorrow.
From tomorrow morning, as per USA, it's tomorrow morning 6 a.m. CST time zone.
CST time. Okay. So what is the course fee for that? I didn't see it in the message.
That one
I didn't see
is 2,950 rupees something. I don't remember right now. Sorry,
Oh,
150 rupees something like that. It's
okay.
okay. That's only AWS associate one.
Oh, it's okay. So one question. So
Yes.
I already attended AWS before in 2019. So
Mhm.
anything changed from that period
A
to
lot,
now? Actually, do I need to
a
upgrade?
lot,
Yes.
a
A
lot
lot.
of
Okay.
changes happen.
Mm.
Now, I'll tell you one thing, Dilip, about cloud,
Mm.
not on a specific to AWS.
Yeah.
Cloud is the one thing, even you're not seeing after 3 months, you will see some new changes.
Correct.
Even sometimes what happens is whenever we are giving training, we'll see something new change. Yesterday we are seeing something else, today we see something new. It happened with
Yeah.
us when we are giving training every day.
Okay.
So you are saying about 2019 and right now 2024.
Right.
It happened with us. Day before, last week, I was giving training for Azure admin, and there is in Azure admin there is a service called AZ copy. When I was trying to run that particular code was not working. So when I checked that in documentation, they have done some changes. So we are giving daily training, even that time happens. So you have to upgrade yourself if you want to work on cloud. And you need to be prepare yourself in that way. Little bit of changes get happen, you are able to handle it.
Correct.
It happens with everyone. Okay.
Oh, got it. So I mean I don't want to attend the full because I already attended before, right? So is there a way I can pay for the course like a recording and get
Yes,
that
you
I
can.
okay.
Yeah, price is same. There's no change in the price.
Oh, it's the same. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
Yes, Elva, you can unmute.
Yeah, Ankit, I forgot to ask one thing regarding AWS Terraform course.
Mhm.
You are starting that as well, right? Soon, I think Monday. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
as per India timing, it's from 25th.
So, like, I think in this clubbed course, like AWS DevOps and Azure DevOps, whichever you are covering Terraform as part of that, compared to that particular course, AWS Terraform would be covering more topics, more concept, and even it would be covering
In
advanced level.
Azure DevOps or in AWS DevOps, we are covering only for 3-4 days. This is completely a Terraform training.
So in that you
That's
would
a
be
20.
covering.
That's why it is mentioned as 20 days. 20 days, or if I talk about in sessions, it will be, I think, 13 to 14 to 15 sessions about Terraform.
Okay.
That's just only 3-4 sessions in
So
Azure
in
DevOps.
that, yeah, in AWS, so in that particular course, you would be covering full means up to advanced level, right? That
Selva,
won't be like average and all.
that's what I'm saying.
Hmm.
AWS Terraform is a 20 days of training. If I talk about in AWS Terraform, we are only covering 3 or 4 sessions.
Yeah,
And if
this
I talk about
difference.
here, it will be near about 14 to 15 sessions.
Yeah, that I understood. What I'm trying to ask is, so post attending that class, it won't be like even after this, some concepts are missing. Nothing would be like that, right? We would be covering everything, right? In Terraform.
Check the course content.
Because even if I check, I can't get to know. That's why I'm asking with you.
So
Because,
that's what I'm saying. Everything is covering it. If it's a
ah,
if it's a small training, it will not 20 days of training. It's just a 1 week training, then it will be.
yeah, that one word only I was expecting. Everything we are covering. After that, you don't need to refer anywhere else like that, even though it is advanced also.
No, it's completely a Terraform training. AWS Terraform. Yeah, I'm not covering it. HashiCorp other tools. Don't think that I'm going to cover HashiCorp. HashiCorp have other tools also, lot of. I'm not going to cover it with Terraform. I'm just covering Terraform.
Yeah, yeah.
HashiCorp have lot of tools.
Yeah. I'm not asking about HashiCorp. I'm asking only about Terraform.
Yeah,
But at
Terraform
least
I'm
in
covering
Terraform
it.
wise, we should be
Whatever
getting
the
full-fledged.
Terraform is, the Terraform we are getting it.
Everything we are covering like
Because
that.
now I'll tell you one thing. With Terraform, you can use their HashiCorp other tools also. You can interlink with those. Those things
Okay.
I'm not covering it.
Okay.
Okay, because they have other tools also. It can be integrated with other tools also. Terraform. Those
Okay,
things is
that
not going to
also happening in
not.
real time.
It can be possible, but those not a part of the course content.
Okay. And regarding this Kubernetes, which we are going to cover in our course, Azure Kubernetes, in this, are we going to use anything like a Minikube setup and we are going to practice cluster for cluster, or we'll be making proper cluster setup in Azure
We'll create
DevOps?
Kubernetes service, Selva. So we don't need to do anything extra. We need to create Kubernetes service. So once we create those one, we don't need to do anything. That you're talking about on premises.
Yeah. By comparing
So
like
I'm
that only
not.
I'm asking.
That's what I said, that I'm not going to cover on premises part.
I'm not asking on premise. Is there similar concept or no need to think like that?
We need to create Kubernetes service only.
That's all.
We don't need to worry about other things. Because in that one, load balancer is creating with the help of that. If they need anything, they'll create automatically more services. You can go with load balancer part. In this one, we have an option if you want to select. While practice not require it, but we have an option.
Okay, then. Thanks.
Okay, so with this, I'm going to end this session here. In tomorrow's session, we are going to learn about how to create our Azure account. And then we learn about our first service called virtual machine. So we have two ways to go with the virtual machine. We can create a password option also. We can go with SSH key option. We learn about both the ways. Thank you all. Thank you for joining today's session. See you tomorrow. Have a nice day. Thank you.